What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have some super awesome stuff finally arrived. I've been waiting on this for almost 4 months now, about three and a half months. So thing I've been waiting for almost all year. We got new wheels for the C5 Corvette, and let's check them out. All right, y'all, check them out. We got Z06 speed lines. Nah, I'm just kidding. Those aren't it. Those are for the Z06, not the FRC. Let me get the boxes in here and we'll unbox them together. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn. These look insane, yo. Oh my god, these things look so good. Wow. Alright, let me give y'all a close-up look. This is insane, guys. This is the rear wheel. It's a 19x12. I'll get into all the specs here in a little bit. I'm too excited though, I gotta show you guys. These are fully custom, 3-piece, fully forged GMR wheels based off the Rennen design. They're vintage design, but I actually had to go fully forged. Like I said, I'll get into all of that here in a little bit. But I wanted to show you guys, these things look so freaking sweet in person. Oh my god, dude. Look at that, that thing is massive, yo. We got the carbon fiber center cap here. GMR, looks freaking sweet. Most expensive wheels I've ever bought, and I'm so happy with how they look. I can't take the anticipation anymore. We're gonna jack the car up, get the rear wheel off, test fit these things, see how they fit. I'm a little nervous about the fronts because I do have the 945 garage, wide body front fenders, and the ATS-V, or I should just say the ATS Brembo 4-piston calipers. So that was a lot of math and stuff to figure out the fitment for those. So crossing my fingers, I hope those fit good. We're gonna have to cut out the front fender inner portion most likely. I'm cool with that, but hoping the brakes clear and everything, because those ATS calipers are pretty chunky. So without further ado, let's get the car up in the air and get these new wheels on. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been staring at these things for like 20 minutes, just sitting here checking them out. Bro, these things look sick. My vision's coming to life. Can't wait to get some tires on these things, but we still got to get the fronts on. Like I said, that's what I was worried about. So we'll check those out, but I just wanted to hop on the camera real quick and let y'all know these things, I love them. They look so good in person. You can't tell me that doesn't look good. Like I said, we'll get into the specs later. Let's throw the front on, and fingers crossed we got our fitment dialed in. Sorry if y'all can hear the fan, it's freaking hot, man, middle of the day. But, dude, oh my god, I love these things. They look so good. They came out so good. So happy with how they came out. And the finish I picked and everything. It looks like they're gonna fit pretty much perfect. We got the fitment dialed in, it looks like, as far as offset and size and all that goes. These wheels are beautiful, they really are. Say what you want about GMR, I know they're kind of reps, but dude, these things are freaking nice. Nicest set of wheels I've ever had, that's for sure. I'll just tell y'all, I bought them brand new, of course. They're a 101 set, because probably no one else is gonna run a set with these specs and everything I did. But they cost me $3,400 shipped, fully forged, 3-piece wheels. Yeah, and let's show y'all the fitment on the front, which is what I was worried about, but yeah, they're gonna fit good. All right, so moving to the front, y'all seen me turning the wheel just to see if anything would hit. I knew it wouldn't because we don't have a tire on it, but I'll show y'all this mark. And this is from previously in one of my other videos. I threw the rear Grand Sport wheels on the front and threw the fronts on with a spacer just to kind of get an idea of what these would fit like. And this, how I ended up with the offset that I got and the size and everything from throwing a spacer on the front Grand Sport wheel. And it was rubbing right here when I had, you know, the tire on with the Grand Sport wheel, rubbing right here. So it looks like this is exactly where this is gonna rub as well. And I think we'll be okay to just cut this section out and you know, it'll be fine. I've seen a bunch of other people do it. They said they've had no issues. And yeah, so we're gonna end up doing that. I'm gonna get tires ordered for these freaking beautiful wheels. And I also got those front extension pieces that we're gonna get molded in professionally and painted, of course. Oh yeah, let me show y'all the caliper too, because that's another thing we were really worried about, because I was going back and forth with GMR and they were like, wow, that's a very thick caliper. You know, I sent them a bunch of measurements for the ATS Brembo caliper and it clears perfectly. We got a few millimeters of clearance here. Can almost stick my finger down in there. And yeah, it's just beautiful, dude. That's just the rotor rubbing. And of course we're gonna get the rotors painted up too. That'll be in this video as well. Can't be having these super nice wheels with freaking rusty rotors, so we'll take care of that. Maybe respray the calipers as well on the front and rear. We'll see how far we want to go, how much time we got. I'm freaking busy, but dude, yeah, these fit perfect. So if you're rocking ATS Brembo calipers, you got to go crazy with the size on the front, and this only works because I have these super wide fenders from 945 Garage. They're like 2 inches wider in the front, and then we got the 2-inch flare in the rear. And that's the only way you can pull off this setup really if you're gonna run a 3-piece wheel. Cause I had to do a 19-inch in the front, and that's pretty much the smallest I could go with the offset and everything, and getting this big caliper to fit, because it's freaking chunky, dude. I think you have a better chance running C6Z calipers or, you know, a Wheelwood kit or something, but this caliper is just super bulky. So let's go ahead and go over the specs real quick on these. I want to lay it all out for you guys because I know there's going to be a million questions about the specs and everything. So let's get into that. Alright guys, I got all my emails with GMR pulled up right now, and they really do have awesome customer service. I was dealing with Rob, so if you want good customer service, ask for Rob at GMR. I literally have 75 emails throughout this period, the last few months, going back and forth, and they're always super quick to reply. Very helpful because I had a million questions. I was clueless about three-piece wheels and all this stuff, so seriously, they were a huge help, awesome to deal with in my experience. So let's get into it. So as far as size go, we're rocking, in the front we're rocking a 19 by 9.5 wheel with a 20 offset. Like I said, that's a super crazy spec for a C5, but like I said, I got the wide body fenders and the big brakes, which was our biggest issue, figuring out those brakes. Got a ton of emails going back and forth trying to figure out all the specs and stuff with that, measurements and different things. And with that being said, the front also has a 3-inch lip, and that's what we were able to finally figure out, and it looks like it fits perfect. So that's our specs for the front. And for the rear, we are rocking a 4.5-inch lip, which y'all saw looks absolutely crazy. 4.5 inches, and we're rocking a 19 by 12 in the rear with a positive 40 offset, and both offsets are positive, of course, but positive 40 in the rear. And I figured that out because Grand Sport wheels I'm rocking are 19 by 12 plus 59. That's the factory sizing, and had a 20 mil spacer on them, and that got me flush with my wide body, so just add in 20 mils onto the offset. That's how we got the positive 40. Fits perfect. That was easy to figure out, no biggie there. And like I said, 4.5-inch lips. These things are beautiful, dude. Check them out. They're massive. Fit my whole hand on there. Alright, so I also wanted to walk y'all through the website and show y'all what I actually picked out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Paid full price, like I said, $3,400. So you see here the vintage series Rennen. That's what I picked out. That's what I, fell in love with when I saw them. These are a new wheel to come out too, and I haven't really seen anyone rock them yet, which is pretty cool. But I was like, oh, $2,400, I can work that out. But they only offer them in 18-inch reverse and 19-inch step. Issue with that is, with the big brakes and everything in the front, I needed at minimum a 19-inch reverse face to fit the brakes and everything, and I didn't know what all that stuff meant, and come to find out, they actually use an 18-inch face to make the 18-inch reverse and the 19-inch step. So it's the same face, just a different way to make the wheel. And the step is, those wheels that have kind of a step lip right here instead of just this fully flat reverse lip is what they call it. And that's how they're able to do that. So these were only offered in that one size essentially, and I wouldn't be able to do that unless I went back to stock C5 calipers in the front. Didn't want to do that, so what they were able to do for me was go fully forged custom, which these are fully forged as well, 3-piece, but the face is not forged, I believe, and that's the only difference. So I had to pay an extra $1,000, but they were able to go fully forged and any diameter and size I wanted. I could have done any hardware color, any face color, any face finish, should I say. And this is the diamond cut finish, by the way. I could have gone chrome or, bronze, whatever I wanted for the same price, because I got the, because I basically paid for a full set of fully forged wheels. But this is the diamond cut finish, and that's how they actually look in person. Look freaking amazing. That diamond cut is beautiful. I'm glad I didn't get fully chrome, honestly. And but yeah, I just wanted to explain that to y'all real quick. It was super confusing to me, so if you're somehow in the same situation as me, that's the specs I had to run, and any questions, let me know. But probably next time, y'all will be seeing this car. I'll have the new tires on and we'll get everything thrown on once I get the tires ordered. But for now, gonna take these wheels back off, throw these back on sadly, and I'll figure out tires and everything that I want to run. I'll probably also, like I said, paint the rotors, and we'll do some more stuff in this video. Well, I guess it's a good thing I got new wheels because I put my adapters back on, my spacers, and the frickin' stud on the spacer broke off into my lug nut. Just broke clean off. Never seen that happen before, so like I said, good thing we got new wheels. It's my way to justify them, but we'll cut to the next clip, and it'll probably be a couple weeks for me, but we'll get these tires on. What's up, y'all? Well, I just ordered tires, and they showed up within like 2 days, so I'm gonna quickly load up the truck, get these things mounted and balanced, because I'm literally out of room in the garage, and I can't have another set of tires right here, so I'm gonna quickly take them to get mounted and balanced, and then we'll continue with the install in a couple days, but right now let's load up the truck with the wheels and get them mounted. Also, I just got this Wolfbox rear view mirror dash cam set up. I know the video's not really picking up, but dude, this thing is so sick. It honestly is super clear. It's like 4K. So I'd throw that in there real quick. First time I'm driving the truck with this installed, and it's freaking badass, man. You guys should get you one of these. And all that stuff super easy. I can literally look at my wheels in the bed right now, so that's pretty sick. I'm get these tires loaded up though. Time to get these things dropped off. New wheels look hella good with the tires on them. I love the tires I picked out. I'll go over what I got in a little bit, but first I want to get the car on the quick jack, so it'll take me a minute to get it up in the air, but it'll be nice to have it on the quick jacks. We can knock out all four. We got to cut out the front inner fenders most likely, paint our rotors, and finally we can mount our wheels up. We got some new lug nuts as well, so that should look pretty good. So let's get on with it, man. It's already getting hot. Alright, so I slapped the front wheel on real quick. Looks really good. Just wanted to see how everything fits, and we're gonna have to take this off and on a bunch of times. So it's not the final mounting. Like I said, I'm gonna have to cut or remove some of this inner fender. I just wanted to get it on the car to see where it actually rubs, and pretty much as I expected, like right in here, just on this inner portion. It looks like past that it doesn't rub, and then on the other side it doesn't rub at all, so that's good. So I don't think we'll have to cut very much, but we're gonna have to do that. Paint the rotors like I said, because they look terrible, and then we'll finally be able to mount them. But it's gonna be a long day, so stick with me. And we got some new chrome lug nuts as well from Gorilla. Those look really nice, so happy about those. And let's get started cutting, I guess. All right, we got James here. We're throwing a little tune in his whip. Not really a tune, because I'm gonna blow his shit up, but we're just turning off some stuff from his headers.
Got that C5 Zach warranty.
Oh yeah, warranty. Good thing I'm moving soon. Yeah, I think it's running lean, dude. You should go do a pull.
Yeah, was it running lean?
Yeah. We fucked it up.
That's it.
Yeah, you can like monitor everything it's doing. It's pretty cool.
What is the fuel ratio?
Where do I have it at?
Right there.
Yeah.
14.63.
So that's just what it's like set to be at. You need a wideband to actually monitor it, but you can also kind of monitor it with the these fuel trims right here, which, yeah, that's definitely rich, but rich is fine.
As long as it doesn't foul out plugs.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know enough to be fucking with all that, but you would need a wideband too. You can see if it's pulling like any timing and stuff too. All kinds of shit. It's pretty cool. Idle's pretty good.
800.
Yeah, you can change the idle, but I mean 800's perfectly fine.
It's just stock idle.
Yep.
Look at that oil pressure too. Got all the oil pressure. 31.7 psi.
Yeah.
She healthy.
She healthy, dude. Is this the original engine? That's pretty good.
Original everything. Literally still on stock clutch.
Stock clutch, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, your timing's good, so. Everything looks good to me.
What?
Oh yeah. Alright, we're getting back to the freaking wheels, man. Got James over here slaving for me. Just gonna have him do everything while I sit back and hang out. What, the hubs?
That whole subframe. It's the same way.
So you need more spacer on this side?
Yeah, so this is like 8 mil, that's 7 mil.
Shit looks ghetto, bro.
Front's got 2 as well. I got it. hub-centric to the hub, and then it's still hub-centric to the wheels, so it's technically all hub-centric.
So it's all
rides
hub-centric,
fine.
but yeah. I mean, if it works.
I thought about it a little bit.
I had to do 2 on my truck when I was like test fitting shit, but
yeah, it smells sketchy. I mean, I've been.
that's why you did extended stuff to it.
The rear was that side, I was stripping studs. The fronts, I needed it because it's 15 millimeters spacer. But I don't like.
Yeah. I mean, those held up good for like 3 years. They just broke on me last week. Same thing that happened to Ash too. I was like, no fucking way. Yeah. I'm moving. Alright, as y'all saw, James just left. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these painted up, and I'll show you guys once we finally get the wheels on. What's up, y'all? Don't mind the messy hair. It's freaking extremely hot in the garage right now. But wanted to give y'all an update. So we're actually on the GoPro right now. That last clip y'all saw, I broke my damn Canon G7X, which kind of sucks. It fell off the where I had it mounted, broke the screen. So hopefully gonna get that fixed and get it returned in a week or so. But for now, we gotta keep filming, so we hopped on the GoPro. Anyways, got the car all washed up. The wheels look so freaking good with the car clean and everything. And I wanna show y'all, but took it for the first drive yesterday and definitely heard a lot of noises that I didn't like. So we're still rubbing in the front a good amount when turning and reversing. And so we're gonna have to cut more there. And then in the rear, on the rear passenger side, I heard like something was obviously hitting the wheel, you know, as it's spinning. And I got the car in the air right now. And I just found that because these 3-piece wheels have a valve stem on the back side as well. I guess that's normal for 3-piece wheels. So they actually have 2 valve stems, one in the middle and one on the back of the wheel. Just how they're made, I guess. I don't know much about 3-piece wheels, but I guess that's normal. Anyways, that valve stem that's on the back is hitting the freaking e-brake cable. I just saw it, so I figured it was the valve stem hitting something, and sure enough, it is. Sorry for the fan noise, but let's get under here. And I wanted to show y'all, just to add to the video, but you see that valve stem I was talking about on the rear of the wheel, and then our e-brake cables were right there. So yeah, as the wheel's spinning, I'll show y'all real quick. Bam, just hitting it every time. That's what I was hearing. I just took it around the block real quick. I was like, nope, let's just go back home. Not even worth it. And probably would have ripped this if I kept going. So it was pretty loud. So they make like flush mount valve stems, and you can like reverse insert them as well. But I don't know about those. Not sure how well that would work, or how about you actually install them. So I'm gonna try to zip tie this out of the way for now, find a good spot that's not a moving part, and zip tie it out of the way, I guess, and we'll see what happens from there. But if not, then I can try the flush mount valve stems, and yeah, then we'll have to take off the front wheels, see what else I gotta cut out of the front liner and stuff, because it was rubbing pretty bad. But give you all a little sneak peek, it does look freaking amazing, yo. So sorry the quality's not as good, like I said. Broke my freaking Canon. Hopefully we'll get it back soon, get some proper shots of this car, because it really does look sick on the ground. These rears look amazing with the freaking deep dish. I love them. This car looks nasty now. So anyways, I'm gonna get to cutting and everything, and we'll just fast forward until, you know, we got it all figured out and the car's back on the ground. Alright y'all, here's the finished product. What y'all think? This thing looks freaking insane, bro. Absolutely crazy. This thing looks wild. Fitment is absolutely dialed too. I got it perfect. Been here in the parking garage getting some good photos and stuff with the Sony camera, and I'll insert them now, but bro, this thing looks freaking insane. It looks so good. Got all the rubbing fixed. No issues there, and just, it's freaking hot. And just zip tied those rear brake lines out of the way from the e-brake cable. And so far so good, no rubbing in the front either. Love it, drives great. 19s all around, we're rocking a 315/30 19 on the rear. It's like a Kenda something tire, pretty aggressive tread. Good for autocross. And then the front we got like a 265/30 19. Kind of weird sizes, I know, but I didn't want the front and back to be unbalanced, especially with the ABS, so the rear is still like an inch taller than the front. I'm gonna insert those photos I took of the car, and then that'll probably be a wrap. So let me know what y'all think of the wheels. Like I said, I freaking love them. Think they came out perfect. So appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like always, till next time, peace.